Well, I'm a little tired, and it's a little hot, so I'm taking a little break sitting on this dead log next to the train tracks here. I'm going to keep walking this way to get toward Faulkner Road and then cross 301. Right now I'm just kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I'm going to grab some water, and also I'm going to read you right now because I brought with me my Thomas Jones book. I mean, this is a reprint, obviously, but John Wilkes Booth, an account of his sojourn in southern Maryland, blah blah blah, giant title. But he does have a part in it where he talks about how they crossed, how he walked them. So let me see if I can find that. And I'm going to put the camera down somewhere. You may or may not be able to see me depending on the angle, but hopefully you can hear me. You might see up my nose. Hold on. I can't see what you see, so I'm a bit sweaty. Hopefully that works. Let me see. Got to find the right page. Alright. I told them the safest way to proceed was for Booth to ride my horse and Herold to walk beside him, while I would precede them by 50 or 60 yards. When I came to a convenient place, I would pause and listen, and if the way seemed clear, would whistle. As soon as I gave the signal, but not before, they were to come forward till they reached the place where I was waiting, then stop there till I went forward again and gave the signal for their advance, and thus we would proceed to the river. If they did not hear my signal for the advance within a reasonable time after I went forward, I told them to get as noiselessly and as speedily as possible out of the road, and wait until they heard from me. With difficulty, Booth was raised by Herold and myself and placed upon my horse. Every movement, in spite of his stoicism, wrung a groan of anguish from his lips. His arms were then given to him, the blankets rolled up and tied behind him on the horse, and we began the perilous journey. The route we had to take was down the cart track, as I have mentioned, to the public road, a distance about 1.5 miles. That's pretty much where I am right now. I'm guessing that this railroad was probably put in right near this, back then, the cart track. Then down the public road for another mile to the corner of my farm, and then through my place to the river about 1 mile further, making the whole distance to be traveled about 3.5 miles. The part of our journey which lay over the public road was the most dreaded by me, for not only were we more liable to meet someone in that part of the journey, but we also had to pass 2 dwelling houses situated close to the road, one occupied by a Negro named Sam Thomas, where there were children nearly always stirring around, and the other was the home of Mr. John Ware, where there were several dogs. The night had grown inky dark. No rain was falling, but the dampness clung to everything and fell in drops upon us as we made our way among the trees. I'm going to stop right there, and I'll continue reading when I get a little bit closer to Huckleberry. So I'm going to get a drink, and then I will continue down this way, whoop, down there, and continue my journey until I get to Huckleberry. Signing off.